You've heard a lot of stories today, and you've heard a lot of stories that we put forth as proponents of this bill. And I wish, as an attorney sitting here, I could say that this is the exception and not the rule. But I can assure you, a lot of these stories really are the rules that are going on as we speak. You've heard a lot of, in the opposition, you've heard a lot of defensiveness. This bill is supposed to address pertinent legal and constitutional issues that we as attorneys run into every day. At the Animal Law Center, we are animal advocates. We have the best interest of the animals in mind, but we also have the best interest of the people that own these animals, or have these animals, or the animals' people, as it were. There are two main areas that we want to see addressed. We want animal control to be a little more in control. We want to see training. Police officers, hairdressers, barbers, they all pay for training before they start into these positions. We want to see background checks. I've been in hearings where we've asked animal control officers their backgrounds, and they have taken the Fifth Amendment. Why? We don't know. What was their background? Raises a lot of suspicion. We'd like to see identification provided when asked. We've had animal control officers run down clients without providing such identification and causing harm to clients. We'd like to see legal training so that they know these due process and constitutional rights that they're affecting, what exactly they are, and how they're affecting them. That's all we're asking. We want to limit their authority only reasonably, not to affect animal welfare. And we want open records. Why should there be anything hidden? Why can't we have these records? Why can't we understand what the funding is and where the funding is going? And the second area is the bonding issues. We just want to know as attorneys whether we're going into a civil proceeding or a criminal proceeding. It is incredibly frustrating to us, to our clients, to the district attorneys, the city attorneys, whether or not we're in a criminal proceeding or a civil proceeding. I've had to get in front of judges who have thrown me out and said, you've got to go over to the other court. I go over to the other court, and they take me back to the court I was previously. How is that providing for due process? How is that providing for constitutional rights for these people? We want to see an expedited process. We want to see a structure of due process provided. People's rights are affected here, and therefore this should be addressed. I don't think that is that outlandish. We should have the presumption of innocence. That's the way the law was designed. That's the way it was constructed. We understand a lot of the opposition. We understand the plea agreement. You know, these are things we didn't really think about. But we're certainly open to suggestions. We want to see this move forward so that we can have those suggestions. We're open to amendments. We're open to better ideas. But we need to set the stage for change. For change in these laws, for change in these animal control officers that just are so desperately out of control, and some sort of unity. And that's basically it. And I ask you to move this bill forward so that we can look at that change. That's all.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions? And could you please make sure you sign
Absolutely.
the list before you leave?
Yes.
And any questions for this witness? Representative Holmes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I apologize, I did not hear the name.
My name is Mr. Chair. My name is Jennifer Edwards.
Thank you, Ms. Edwards. We had Ms. Wilson from the Colorado District Attorney Council testify that there was work ongoing on the bonding issue. Have you been involved in that?
Mr. Chair, I have not been directly involved. However, I have spoken to such people as Linda Hart, who has been involved on both sides of that. And it is my understanding that our approach is far better than that which they are undertaking at this time. And in addition, they were going to present a bill this year, could not get the thought processes, whatever it was, together in time to put the bill forth. They wanted to wait until next session. I think this is an issue with imminent importance, and I think it needs to be addressed in this session.